YouTube, what's going on? Finn here, that is of course FYNN, and I'm loving this long weekend because I'm pushing out as many videos as possible. Now, if you guys don't know, this is going to be a video about the most loyal player in your teams. You get so many snakes out in football that move from team to team to team, but that doesn't mean that they can't still have success by staying at one club. I think Messi shows that more than anyone else. I mean, you can get success by moving like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, or you can get success by staying loyal. Now, if you guys don't know, I have made a Premier League Team of the Season prediction video, which I thought was very interesting. One or two surprises that I put in there, and you guys can click the eye thingy up above, or well, I guess it will be there, the eye thingy up above, and yeah, you can check that video out. And yeah, let's get straight into this. I'm only going to do the first 10 out of the 20 Premier League teams, just because otherwise the video gets too long. But otherwise, I want you guys to put in the comments if you do want a part 2 of the other 10 teams, obviously. Okay, and I'm going to do them in order of what order the Premier League teams are now at time of recording. Okay, first one is Manchester City. Their longest serving player has to be Vincent Kompany. He was there when they won their first ever Premier League. He's been there for just 11 years. I mean, I think that's insane. I think he scored crucial goals, been a really crucial defender for them and for Belgium. But overall, in the last year or so, he has fallen out of the City squad more and more because of the young defenders that are doing so well for City. Okay, but that doesn't mean he's not still one of the best. If I had to choose, I'd put him in one of the best centre-backs in Premier League history. Okay, next has to be Liverpool. Liverpool's best or longest serving player, most loyal player, is actually Jordan Henderson. He's Jordan Henderson, who's been there for just less than 8 years, and was even at a stage one of the England captains, but obviously Harry Kane has that role now, but he has never scored an England goal. But no matter what, he always seems to find his way into the Liverpool squad in the midfield, and it just shows that loyalty does pay off. He is obviously captain, and lots of these players are captain because it does show their loyalty towards the club. Third of all has to be Spurs. I was surprised by this. Their most loyal player is actually Danny Rose. Okay, Danny Rose has been there for just 11 years, I believe, just less than 12 years. And I think he's always struggled when it comes to injury, and that always prevents him from being in the squad sometimes, even the England squad. So he obviously hasn't had as many caps as he would like. And next would be Arsenal. Arsenal's most loyal player is actually Aaron Ramsey, the man who's leaving in the summer, and I think lots of Arsenal fans will be very upset about that. I mean, you forget that Aaron Ramsey has been at Arsenal since he was around 17, 18. He's been there for just less than 11 years. I mean, that's absolutely nuts, but he has suffered a lot with injury lately, which is very upsetting. He is currently now injured and might have played his last Arsenal game. That would be very upsetting for Arsenal and Ramsey himself. Next up, Chelsea. Chelsea's longest serving player, actually not that long compared to the other teams, but is Gary Cahill. Gary Cahill was even captain of England at a stage, and obviously of Chelsea. As I said, lots of these players are captains, and yeah, been there for just less than 7 years. He's almost gotten 200 appearances for Chelsea and has won a Champions League with Chelsea, which is just incredible. Next, in 6th place, obviously Manchester United. Manchester United's longest serving player is Valencia, also a man who's sadly leaving at the end of this year. He has said, and he did recently post a picture of Old Trafford with the caption, "Thank you," or he did say his goodbyes, and it's very upsetting to watch a player like that go. But yeah, the Manchester United right back initially came in as a right wing, as a Ronaldo replacement, which I found very interesting. He was the man who was supposed to replace Ronaldo. He has the number 25 on his kit. He was number 7 he had the number 7 on his kit for one season, but obviously didn't perform, and he wanted to go back to his 25. The 7th team in the league is Watford, and no one would be surprised to say that it is Troy Deeney, a man who a few years ago wasn't worth anything, but now he means absolutely everything to Watford. No English caps whatsoever. He's never played for England, but it is a very competitive position in the England squad, the striker position. Okay, we've had many English strikers over the year, but sadly Troy Deeney didn't get his chance. Leicester City's Schmeichel has been there for just less than 8 years, and I think no one will ever believe that he is better than what his dad was for Manchester United. But he still did so well with Denmark in the last World Cup, and overall he is a really good player. I'm surprised at the end of last season that he was not signed, or just recently, I'm just surprised that an Arsenal or a Chelsea didn't sign him instead of the signings that they did bring. I think Schmeichel's very underrated in that regard, and he obviously won the Premier League with that great Leicester City squad. Next up is Wolves. Wolves is Doherty, or however you pronounce the right wing back. The Irish player has just less than 9 years for Wolves, which I think is just incredible. He's now only 27 years old though, so that's really good. Still got a few years left on him. My final player is the third most loyal player in terms of who's in the Premier League. The top 2 most loyal players aren't in the top 10 of the Premier League. So as I said, if you want to figure those out, you can just ask for part 2 down below. But the 10th place has to be Jagielka from Everton. He's got just less than 12 years, or just more than 12 years, and he's been at Everton forever. He's been there since before Fellaini was even at Everton. So that just proves his loyalty. And he's just such a strong, stable centre-back. And he has also been captain of England at a stage. And I think it's sad that he's going to have to move on soon, because he is 36 years of age. Now guys, those are the most loyal players in the Premier League, in the top 10. And you guys must tell me if you want more of it. Otherwise, guys, please subscribe over here or wherever I put the icon. And check out the other videos. This has been Finn, FYNN. Help me to 100 subscribers, very close. Stay awesome. Cheers.